Over the past 45 years, Singapore has grown from a small nation to a cosmopolitan city consistently rated as the world's best in economic competitiveness, productivity and battling corruption. In 2010, Singapore claimed the title of fastest growing economy in the world with a GDP growth of 14.5%. However, behind this facade, when it comes down to non-economic fields such as kindness and helping ex-convicts reintegrate back into society, Singapore is ranked a poor 30th out of 35 countries. Is a prospering economy everything a first world country requires? What of meritocracy, empathy and kindness? Do Singaporeans really give ex-convicts a second chance for job employment even after they have served their time behind bars? Let us find out the truth. Around Singapore, every year, more than 10,000 ex-offenders fulfill their sentences and are released from the various prisons and drug rehabilitation centers around Singapore. However, it is disheartening to know that ex-offenders have to live with the stigma of once being an ex-convict even after their release, a stigma that can often be more punishing than the prison sentence itself. Many ex-offenders, once released, find themselves literally stepping into a second prison. This time it would be a prison with invisible bars of suspicion, mistrust and discrimination, where they find themselves rejected at every turn after they are released into the larger community. Therefore, do Singaporeans grant ex-convicts a second chance for reintegration back into society in terms of job employment?
That remains to be seen. Follow me as we take a closer look at the public's perception of ex-convicts and whether or not they believe in the need to give ex-convicts an equal chance in terms of job employment.
I think ex-convicts is the people who have not really good. In the past, but I think there are many outputs of the ex-convicts, but I think most of them are being a good person after their life in jail.
I think they should be given a chance. They spend their time in jail. I'm sure they've reflected it. Committed some crime.
Do you think that ex-convicts deserve a second chance?
Yes, of course.
No!
No.
Yeah, I think they do deserve a second chance. After all, they make a mistake. So I think they deserve a second chance.
Honestly speaking, with the new service model in place, it would be 100%. Because upon the 6 months, or rather, when they hit the 4th month of their stay here, the last 3 months they are expected to be employed.
During past interviews, many online web posts also lament that ex-convicts are not given a second chance even after serving their time, although there are some that speak otherwise.
Based on our interviews, approximately 2/3 of the respondents agreed that Singaporeans do not give second chance to ex-offenders in terms of job employment. In response, the Community Action for Rehabilitation of Ex-Offenders, or the CARE Network, spearheaded the Yellow Ribbon Project. Let's take a closer look at the Yellow Ribbon Project.
The CARE Network launched the Yellow Ribbon Project in 2004, inspired by a popular song in the 70s. Tie a yellow ribbon round the ole oak tree. The Yellow Ribbon Project seeks to help ex-offenders to take responsibility for their own actions and try to earn back the trust from the community around them.
It has been 7 years since the implementation of the Yellow Ribbon Project. We seek to find out whether the public has since changed their perception of ex-convicts and how truly successful the Yellow Ribbon Project has been. Follow me as we head out to the streets of Singapore to find out about the public perception on this matter.
If you were an employer and had to choose between an ex-convict and another candidate equal qualifications, who would you choose?
Really depends on what kind of job that I am. But if it's not the blue-collar job, I think I will give that a second chance.
Who would you choose?
I suppose it depends what happens during the interview. If the ex-convict can carry himself well and I think there's nothing wrong with it. I think I should accept it.
If it was a white collar job, for example.
Well, yeah, I would definitely employ them. Yeah.
Do you think that the Yellow Ribbon project has been successful?
Well, I think more should be done with it.
Personally, I don't know much about the Yellow Ribbon project, but I think they're on the right track. So I think there's some form of success rate for them.
Looking beyond our public interview, many online web posts also evidently show the success of the Yellow Ribbon project. It was reported that by 2008, through awareness of the program in Singapore, 560 new employers had registered to offer jobs for ex-offenders. Furthermore, 2/3 of them believe that the Yellow Ribbon project has been successful. Based on our findings from the street interviews, 3/4 of them would still choose a regular citizen over an ex-convict, even when both had equal qualifications. Even after seeking a professional's opinion on this matter, we decided to go to ground zero and find out firsthand from an ex-convict his opinion on this matter.
Only so much can be done from the government's end. As Singaporeans, we are inculcated with the value of meritocracy and not to rely on the government for aid. In the end, it comes down to whether the ex-convicts themselves are willing to persevere towards reintegrating back into society and becoming gainfully employed.
As fellow Singaporeans and human beings, we have a duty to lend a helping hand to these ex-convicts in need. In conclusion, we would like to re-emphasize our stand that as Singaporeans, we must try to help these ex-convicts reintegrate back into society and help them become gainfully employed.
Whenever I am feeling low, I look around me and I know that's a place that will stay within me. Wherever I may choose to go, I will always recall the city, know every street and shore, sail down the river which brings us life, winding through my Singapore. This is home, truly, where I know I must be, where my dreams wait for me, where that river always flows. This is home, surely, as my senses tell me. This is where I want